Hi there, good morning. Thanks so much for joining us here on the Weather Network. It's Monday. It is February the 9th, 5:34. I'm Emily Vukovic.
And I'm Tom Reynolds, and a fairly cold start to the day.
It's freezing. It's worse than the snow.
Got quite a bit of wind chill, and salt doesn't work that well at these temperatures, so a little bit slick in a lot of areas. We still have some snow sort of tapering off down through Niagara right now.
Let's take a look at our temperatures. I mean, minus 12, you're thinking, well, that doesn't feel so bad.
Generally, it's supposed to be not such a bad day.
No, I mean, the worst is yet to come, that's for sure.
Oh,
in the
good.
long-range forecast, I have got some really bad news that no one is going to love.
Great.
Even if you love winter,
Oh,
I don't think you're going to like record-breaking cold.
Oh, no.
Well, these folks didn't seem to mind the cold yesterday. Slippery conditions, so why not go climb some ice? Good idea. Looks pretty, though, doesn't it? Long range coming up first. Here's Tom with traffic.
That's what I was doing, climbing ice over the weekend. Oh, yeah, nothing like it. Lots of big icicles, by the way. You have to be careful overhead.
Well, we are going to be seeing a fairly decent day today, as Tom was mentioning earlier. We've got a relatively clear day ahead of us. We are, however, going to see our temperatures stay really cold for the majority of the week. And on Wednesday, new clipper system coming in. This one's going to drop the potential for about 2 to 5 centimeters of snow. It's bringing with it a lot of Pacific moisture. We are going to see a rapid decline in temperatures Thursday into Friday. We could be hitting overnight lows around minus 22, and that could certainly be record-breaking at this time of year. Good morning. Thanks for joining us here on the Weather Network. It's Monday. It is February the 9th, 5:44. I'm Emily Vukovic.
And baby, it's cold outside.
It's freezing.
Oh, yeah. No,
it's so cold.
It is cold. The thing is with the wind chills, and you've got some nasty news in the long range.
I really do.
Ooh. But anyway, it is cold, so and the wind chills are quite high or quite low, depending on which way you want to go.
I'm going to go with low.
Okay.
I'm going to go with really low.
So the winds are going to be the issue today.
And as you're looking at your window right now and you're thinking, oh, I have to go off and clean off my car. Because, we saw about 10 centimeters of snow throughout the weekend, I'm going to say, because a lot of it was mixed with ice pellets and freezing drizzle, and it was a mess. We'll talk more about the long range and the really good news that I have about temperatures. Tom, you set me up for failure.
Well, you can tell them what's going to happen sort of through the week and just progressively break them in.
Thanks, Tom. Well, yes, today we're going to see a fairly decent day. We've got a little bit of sunshine in the forecast tonight, relatively clear. Tomorrow, relatively clear. Our next best chance of active weather is going to be coming in with a clipper on Wednesday. This is going to be bringing us anywhere from 2 to 5 centimeters of snow. It's bringing with it a lot of Pacific moisture. It's kind of hammering the West Coast right now. Once that moves in, Arctic high moves in, and we are going to be frigid by the end of the week. We're talking temperatures by Friday looking at minus 13, feeling like minus 20, and the overnight low, minus 22. Certainly could be record-breaking for this time of year.
Emily's got information on the forecast, which you may not like. Right, Emily?
Again, Tom, setting me up for failure. Why are you doing this to me? All right, today, not a bad day. We've got a mix of sun and cloud. Temperatures, yes, they're cold, but we're used to the kind of chilliness that we've been dealing with. Feeling like the minus teens through the afternoon, cold through the overnight. We've got a bit of a northeasterly wind. We've got another clipper on the way for Wednesday. This is kind of all that Pacific moisture brought in that Pineapple Express. It's just been a mess down through the San Francisco area and through parts of British Columbia. Areas through the interior, 160 centimeters of snow. We're not going to get anywhere near that. We're looking at like 2 to 4 centimeters for us, which is great news. Arctic high builds in behind this clipper, so Thursday into Friday, frigid temperatures. The big chill is certainly going to be through our overnight temperatures. That is where we could see record-breaking lows. Tomorrow, a daytime high of minus 5. By Friday night, we're looking at an overnight low of minus 22 for the city of Toronto. Hi there, good morning. Thanks for joining us on this Monday. It is February the 9th. 4 minutes after 6 o'clock, I'm Emily Vukovic.
I'm Tom Reynolds. Hope you had a good weekend. They're well rested and restored. I sort of hibernated all weekend, which was kind of nice.
I decided to get my little 2-year-old a big girl bed because, we've got friends coming in.
That's right. You have
There's a new addition.
Baby on the way. That's right.
She was kind of like, when she watched her crib go out, she was like, no.
Yeah.
But,
now she got her big girl bed. She's happy.
She is happy.
It's all good. Minus 10 up in Orangeville. So the sun should take some of the chill out of the air.
You guys didn't play in the snow at all this weekend?
I didn't go out and make a snow fort or anything.
Oh, Tom.
No.
I thought you said you were climbing the ice.
I decided not to. just because I thought it was too cold. But my dog seemed to like it. He was quite happy to be outside running around.
Mixing back to snow was those temperatures. They were hovering around the freezing mark, so that's why we saw those dangerous driving conditions. We'll talk more about the long range and how cold our temperatures will be by the end of the week. But first, Tom, what's going on the roads? Not a bad day today. A mix of sun and cloud. Temperatures staying quite cold with those northeasterly winds. Wind gusts 50 to 60 kilometers an hour should taper by tonight. We are going to be seeing another cold day tomorrow, but not as cold. We're looking at daytime highs around -5. Next best chance of active weather is going to be this clipper moving throughout the day on Wednesday. This could drop anywhere from 2 to 4 centimeters of snow. And then behind it, here comes some Arctic air. That Arctic high sinks to our south. Could see a few flurries throughout the day on Saturday, but I think our big story through much of the GTA is going to be our dropping temperatures by Friday. We're looking at a daytime high of -13, feeling more like -20, overnight low -22. Yeah, I don't know about you, but I honestly found the cold temperatures to be worse than the snow that I found myself brushing off my car this morning. Close to about 10 centimeters fell through the Oakville area, so a lot of people are going to be clearing off their walkways. Slippery underfoot because a lot of places did see some freezing drizzle yesterday. Today, we're going to see a mix of sun and cloud. Not a bad day for the city of Toronto. Northeasterly winds, so staying quite cool when you factor in that wind chill. We'll warm up throughout the day tomorrow slightly. We'll hit -5. And then on Wednesday, we've got a new clipper system coming through. This one has the potential to drop about 2 to 5 centimeters of snow, so not a ton. We are going to be seeing an Arctic high follow in very closely, and that is going to drop our temperatures significantly. We are going to be back into feeling wind chills like the -20s by the end of the week. We're looking at -5 for tomorrow, -3 for Wednesday, with that light snow continuing into Thursday. And then Friday, Saturday is where we really start to feel the chill. By Friday, we're going to feel like -20 with an overnight low of -22, and that could certainly be record-breaking for the GTA. Thanks so much, Kim. You can check out more of your videos of around the world in 60 seconds on our website, theweathernetwork.com. I'm Emily Vukovic. It's Monday. It is a cold start to the day. We've got really cold temperatures. Bundle up. I think this morning the cold temperatures with the wind gusting 50 to 60 kilometers an hour is worse than the snow you're going to have to brush off your car. Now by this afternoon, these winds are going to be easing, but they're still going to be coming in from the northeast, so cold, bundle up. And then tomorrow, not a bad day. Temperatures rise to about -5, and then we do have our next best chance to see a little bit of active weather. This is coming in on Wednesday. A clipper system right across the Prairie Province could give us about 2 to 4 centimeters. All right, I'm going to turn things over to Tom right now. He's got an update on your commute. Well, today, not a bad day. I mean, if you can handle the cold, it is going to feel like the -teens by this afternoon, but we should see a little bit of sunshine, mixed with sun and cloud for the most part. Tonight, again, it's going to be cold with more of a northeasterly wind, and then tomorrow, not a bad day. -5 is a daytime high with some sunshine. Wednesday is our next best chance to see a little bit of active weather. We've got a system coming in from the west. Arrives. I know it's Canada, it's winter, it's something that we can expect, not something that we love necessarily. By the end of the week, we're actually going to be seeing temperature values around -13 for a daytime high, feeling like -20 through the overnight -22. Hi there, good morning. Thanks so much for joining us on this Monday. It is the 9th of February, 44 minutes past 6 o'clock. I'm Emily Vukovic.
And I'm Tom Reynolds, and spring can't be far away, can it? It's got to be coming.
You know
soon.
what? The next time we're on, I'll do the math.
Let's start a countdown. I
think we're in like the 40-day range, 40-ish.
Because it's cold. It's cold outside.
It is. Yeah. Kevin Yard knows that better than anyone. Kevin, I would have to say that even though I was dusting about 10 centimeters off my car today, the cold air was worse than the snow. That is exactly right. Thanks so much, Kevin. We'll check back in with Kevin in just a little while. Here's a good perspective. How much snow do you think has fallen this winter in Toronto?
In Toronto, I'm going to guess about 60 centimeters.
You're a little off.
Yeah.
73 centimeters.
Oh, not bad, though.
To put things into perspective, Moncton is almost at 300 centimeters of snow, Moncton, New Brunswick. So if we think we're digging out, let's just think about them for 1 second. All right, your long-range details are coming up. We'll talk about our cool down. But first, Tom. Well, we are going to see a fairly decent day today, possibly a little bit of sunshine. Temperatures are still going to be quite cold with these northeasterly winds. And then tomorrow, again, we're looking at a fairly cool day. We're looking at a daytime high of about -5. Wednesday's our next best chance of seeing a little bit of active weather. We've got a system coming in from the west, a little bit of Pacific moisture giving us about 2 to 5 centimeters of snow. And then the cold really sets in. I know it's Canada, it's winter, it's what we can expect, but most of us don't love it. It is going to feel closer to minus 20 by Friday, and that overnight low is actually dropping to minus 22. Not a bad day today. Mix of sun and cloud. Temperatures quite cool. Still going to be feeling like the minus teens this afternoon. Tonight it's cold with those northeasterly winds, and then tomorrow, again, not a bad day. Mix of sun and cloud. Minus 5 is our daytime high. We do have a system on the way for Wednesday. This one bringing with it quite a bit of Pacific moisture, but we're only going to pick up about 2 to 5 centimeters of snow with this. The Arctic high that's coming in behind it, that is certainly going to be a big story for the Toronto area. I know it's Canada and I know it's winter, but I mean, we're going to be seeing the potential for record-breaking lows. So we'll start off at the beginning of the week. We're looking at minus 5 for tomorrow, minus 3 for Wednesday with that light snow, and minus 7 for Thursday. Temperatures plunge behind that system with that Arctic high, minus 13 for Friday, feeling like minus 20, and then an overnight low of minus 22. It's going to stay cold right into the beginning of next week. It looks as though this is going to be a trend. How cute is he?
He's a cute little guy.
Oh
He's
God.
up early.
I love snow, I love snow, I love snow.
I know. Well, it's fun. I mean, snow's fun as long as it's not too cold.
And that's the thing about today. I don't know. I didn't mind brushing off the 10 centimeters of snow off my car, but I minded those wind chills. I really did. The winds gusting 50 to 60 kilometers an hour does not make it feel very pleasant.
But I thought you said you were going to figure it out.
I know, I was going to look into it and I forgot. I'm sorry. Lots of fun. All right, we will talk about the long-range forecast. We'll get to the cold temperatures. I'll find out when the first day of spring. I know when the first day of spring is. That's how many days. I'll do the math. But first, let's throw things over to Tom.
The sooner the better. Actually, let's move it up about 6 weeks right now.
39 days, Tom. 39 days until spring. So think 39 days ago, what were you doing? Probably getting ready for Christmas, doing some Christmas shopping, that kind of stuff, or yeah, depending. Well, no, I guess Christmas would have happened already. So yeah, think of that. It can go by so quickly. Honestly, I've got mummy brain this morning. Okay, we've got a cold northeasterly wind today. That's what's going to keep us chilly. And then tonight, staying quite cold. Could see some sunshine tomorrow as well. Minus 5 is our daytime high. Next shot of moisture coming in for Wednesday, about 2 to 4 centimeters of snow with the Pacific moisture. And then the Arctic high settles in by Friday, feeling like the minus 20s. Well, today's going to be cool. We're looking at daytime highs feeling like the minus teens, but minus 7 will be our daytime high. We should see a little bit of sunshine. Tonight, it's going to be cold with those northeasterly winds, and then tomorrow, not a bad day. Minus 5 will be our daytime high, a little bit of sunshine in the forecast. Wednesday is our next best chance to see some active weather. We've got a system coming in from the Pacific, could drop about 2 to 5 centimeters of snow for the GTA. High pressure behind it. That's going to be the big story for much of southern Ontario into the weekend. Temperatures are going to drop dramatically. By Friday, we're looking at a daytime high of minus 13, feeling like minus 20, and it looks as though that cold trend will continue right through the weekend. Sunday, feeling like minus 24. Well, we're going to see a fairly decent day today. Mix of sun and cloud. Temperatures, however, are going to feel a little bit cool with those winds. Now, this morning, they're going to be gusting 50 to 60 kilometers an hour. That will ease by later on this afternoon, so the wind chills aren't going to feel as biting. Next best chance to see some active weather coming in on Wednesday. With Pacific moisture, we could see anywhere from 2 to 5 centimeters of snow, and then the cold air returns by Friday. It's going to be feeling like the minus 20s.
What do you got?
Hi there, good morning. Thanks so much for joining us here on the Weather Network. It's Monday. It is the 9th of February, 7:44. I'm Emily Vukovic.
And I'm Tom Reynolds, and well, it's a cold start to the day.
It's frigid.
I mean, you've got wind chills, and we had snow over the weekend. We didn't get tons.
I got about 10 centimeters.
Did you? I guess we got maybe about the same. But
Yeah.
it was a mixed bag, that's for sure.
That's what I was brushing off my windshield this morning. Now, nobody knows the cold better than Kevin Yard. He's out braving the elements in Burlington today. Kevin, has anybody brought you a hot cup of coffee or hot chocolate or a hot toddy? I'll explain it to you someday, Kevin. All right, well, today, yes, it is going to be cold. Over the weekend, a lot of people were enjoying winter activities.
Well, sure.
People were climbing ice in Ancaster.
Well, of course they were. Nothing wrong with climbing ice in Ancaster.
No, take a look. It looks like a lot of fun, doesn't it? I wouldn't do it. There are a lot of winter enthusiasts out there, so if you can get out and exercise and enjoy it, why not? Long range details coming up. First, here's Tom. Good day today. We're seeing a mix of sun and cloud, but but temperatures are still going to feel quite cold. We've got temperatures feeling like the minus teens this afternoon. Now, this morning, the winds still have the potential to gust 40 to 50 kilometers an hour. Blowing and drifting snow could certainly be an issue on many of the highways. We are going to see more sunshine throughout the day tomorrow, and then on Wednesday, our next system starts to approach the lower Great Lakes. This one could drop about 2 to 5 centimeters of snow, and then the cold settles in. By Friday, it's actually going to feel like minus 20 with an overnight low of minus 22.
Now, no huge delays, which is all good news. Now, Emily has more information in the long range that you may like or not like.
Again, Tom, you're setting me up here. Okay, well, today isn't a bad day. We've got a mix of sun and cloud in the forecast. Temperatures getting up to about minus 7, feeling like the minus teens. Winds are coming in from the northeast rather. So they are going to be quite chilly, especially when they gust up to about 40 kilometers an hour. Now, throughout the day tomorrow, a very similar day. Winds will ease, and then on Wednesday, next system approaches the lower Great Lakes. Now, with this one, we're expecting to pick up anywhere between kind of 2 to 5 centimeters of snow throughout the day on Wednesday, lingering into Thursday. And then for Friday, Arctic high comes in. Look at the winds coming in straight from the north. Our temperatures are going to cool down dramatically. We're going to go from minus 7 to minus 13 on Thursday and Friday, and then it's going to feel like minus 20. And then the overnight low is going to be an actual core temperature of minus 22. If you think that's cold, take a look at Sunday. Minus 15, feeling like minus 22. I think the trend cold is certainly, or the cold trend is certainly here to stay right into the beginning of next week. Hi there. Thanks so much for joining us here on the Weather Network. It's Monday. It is the 9th of February, 4 minutes after 8 o'clock. And no, Tom, I would not go ice climbing.
No. Emily and I were just talking about some of these dangerous sports that people do, and that
Honestly.
looked like it was might have been kind of dangerous.
Well, we've got like the top 5 videos of extreme winter sports at our website. You got to check it out.
Right.
I mean, some of these activities are crazy.
Yeah.
Just crazy.
Yeah, they really are. I mean,
do it.
cross-country skiing, a little bit of skiing.
No, those don't
I can
count,
live with
Tom.
that. Tobogganing, I'm good.
Those don't count.
Okay.
Kevin, have you ever participated at any kind of like extreme winter sport? Like, have you ever skated down like a bobsled track or anything like that? Kevin does his extreme winter sports.
Of course he does, yeah. Yeah, he's a dreamer.
I tried to get him to make a snow angel for me, and it was like pulling teeth.
Well, that is an extreme winter sport to Kevin.
That is to me, too, so he's not alone. All right, well, today it's going to be cold. We've got temperatures, like Kevin was mentioning this morning, to the minus 20s. We'll talk more about the cool down for the remainder of the week, but first, Tom, let's 39 days until spring to be exact, Tom, so you've got 39 days to wait until they start cleaning your cameras. We're going to see a mix of sun and clouds throughout the day today. Daytime high minus 5, feeling like the minus teens with those sharp northeasterly winds gusting 40 to 50 kilometers an hour. Tomorrow, minus 5, mix of sun and cloud, and then Wednesday is our next best chance for active weather, a couple of centimeters through the GTA. Well, today's a cold one. We've got winds coming in from the northeast, and so the wind chills that are feeling like the minus teens are going to feel pretty awful when you have wind gusts up to about 40 to 50 kilometers an hour. Now, by tomorrow, the winds will have eased, and we're going to be looking at a milder day. Minus 5 is our daytime high. Still going to be feeling like the minus teens, but it's going to be a little bit more bearable without those strong winds. Now, Wednesday, we do have a system coming in. This could potentially bring us about 2 to 5 centimeters of snow through much of the GTA, and then the cold air really arrives. By Friday, we're looking at temperatures around minus 13, feeling like minus 20. Hi there. Good morning. Thanks for joining us on this Monday. It is the 9th of February. 8:44. I'm Emily Vukovic.
And I'm Tom Reynolds. And 39 days, or is it 38 and a half days?
Okay, what were you doing 39 days ago? So we're about the 10th of February. We're the 9th.
I was just getting ready for my birthday.
Okay, but Christmas, no, you're wrong.
Oh, well, it's close.
Tom, 39 days ago?
Was it 39 days ago before you said 10th, didn't you?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You need another cup of coffee.
Do I?
It was, Christmas was finished 39 days ago.
Oh, okay. I'm losing track of time.
Okay. Anyways, it's not that far off as my point.
Did you ever give me a card? Just testing.
Oh my. I gave you chocolate.
Oh, that's right.
Kevin is joining us live from Burlington this morning. And Kevin, I don't know what's going on with Tom, but I think the cold's starting to get to his brain. How are you feeling?
And so you really have to think layers for today. Now, of course, Emily and Tom, you're saying nobody brought me any coffee or anything, or hot toddy or anything. Oh, look at this. And I'm sorry, this is Carol. You're Carol from Tim Hortons, right?
Yes, I am. I'm Carol.
And what do you have there?
I have hot chocolate for you.
Oh, you saw me standing out here?
Yes, I did. I feel really sorry for you. It's freezing out here.
And it's warm in the studio.
Oh,
In
yes.
Oakville.
Of course it is.
Okay, well, thank you very much.
You're very
I appreciate
welcome.
it. There you go. I got. What is a hot toddy, by the way?
It's booze.
Oh,
It's about 3 ounces of booze with hot water and lemon.
that's not what this is.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
No. Emily was trying to tell me what it is. Now I know what it is, Emily. She's educated me. Back inside of the studio.
Oh, Kevin.
I tell you.
How do you not be Canadian and not know what a hot toddy
Well,
is?
that's right. Good for colds and all kinds of stuff.
Especially when you're cold.
Yeah.
All right, well, over the weekend, it was cold and a lot. But if you can do it, it's sure an accomplishment when you get to the top. We'll talk more about the long range in a moment, but first, here's Tom.
You get a hot toddy when you get to the top. That's what you get. No wonder the guys were climbing.
Cold day today, northeasterly winds making us feel like the minus teens this afternoon. And unfortunately, we're actually going to stay quite cold for the remainder of the week. Tomorrow, we bump up to about -5. And then Wednesday, we've got another system coming through. And this one has the potential to give us about 2 to 4 centimeters, possibly 5 centimeters throughout the GTA. And then temperatures will plunge throughout the day on Friday and going to stay cold right through the weekend. Thanks, Tom. Okay, well, we've been talking about the cold air that has been moving in throughout the day today, and that trend is just going to continue, unfortunately. Cold air filtering in from the northeast. You're going to have wind chills into the minus teens today with fairly strong winds, so it's just going to be an awful afternoon to be out for an extended period of time. Tomorrow, a very similar forecast. We've got temperatures getting up to about -5, and then Wednesday, our next system starts to roll in through the lower Great Lakes. This could bring us anywhere from 2 to 5 centimeters of snow, and then our temperatures drop right out from underneath us. It is going to be very, very cold as we get into the weekend on Friday. Yes, we're going to be seeing some sunshine, but boy, is it ever going to be cold. We're looking at -13, feeling like -20. Through the overnight, we're actually going to get down to a low of -22. And on Sunday, very similar story, feeling like -24. I'm Emily Vukovic. Thanks so much for joining us on this Monday. It is February the 9th. A cold start to the day today. Temperatures not warming up too significantly. We're still going to be into the minus single digits, feeling like the minus teens this afternoon. And we have some fresh snow on the ground. At least we're going to see some sunshine, right? That is good news. So got daytime high of -7, feeling like the minus teens today. A little bit of sun through the overnight, quite clear. And then we are going to be seeing another day very similar to today tomorrow. Wednesday is our next best chance of getting a little bit of active weather. That very large Pacific system has worked its way right across the country. And we're going to see some snowfall from this, but not a ton. It's Pacific moisture, but it's only going to drop about 2 to 4 centimeters of snow for us throughout the day on Thursday. Friday, we're looking at very cold temperatures. New little clipper just slipping to our south could bring us some light snow for Saturday morning, but for the most part, I think the cold is really something that we're going to be focusing on. So Wednesday, Thursday, there's that system coming through. Friday, -13, but feeling like -20, an overnight low of -22. Look at this. By Sunday, it is going to be feeling like -24 with the wind chill. I'm Emily Vukovic, and joining me, meteorologist Dr. Doug Gillum. Cold air is going to be the trend for the next couple of weeks, and even though spring seems like it's just around the corner, it's not going to feel like it, is it?
No, there are no signs of spring weather in our extended forecast. The average temperatures do climb a degree every week now, but our temperatures just keep falling. This is the pattern through the middle of the week. Now, right now, it's just sort of seasonally cold temperatures that we may expect in February. We've had an active storm track, but look how things change as we go to the end of the week. Valentine's Day, family day long weekend, the coldest air of the season thus far. You know, we've only hit -18 twice so far this winter, but in our extended forecast, we have low temperatures of -18 or below 5 times, Thursday through Monday.
And these are daytime lows, not daytime highs as well. And interesting to point out here is that if people are traveling for family day and they're going anywhere stateside, if they're traveling down towards Florida, I mean, it's going to be warmer than it is here, but it's still going to be really cold.
The cold air is plunging all the way to the Gulf of Mexico, and this pattern persists for quite some time. Let's take a look at the details. In Wednesday, the mildest day of the week, temperatures stay below freezing, but some light snow with a clip or 2 to 5 centimeters, enough to impact the evening commute.
Okay.
During Thursday, plunging temperatures. The high temperature will be early in the day. We'll have some lake effect snow showers, frigid wind chills. Friday, near record cold. Now, the winds...
That's not nice.
No, it's sure not. The winds may stay up enough to keep us from reaching our record of -23.2, but that means if the wind stays up, wind chills will be at least -30.
So regardless if we break a record or not, it's going to be frigid. Saturday, snow showers coming in. Could see a little bit of lake effect with this as well.
This does not look like anything significant, but some of the models are a little bit stronger with this clipper. Also potentially an east to northeast wind. So that's certainly something we'll be watching for Saturday. Sunday, the coldest day in the long-range forecast. Definitely want to stay inside, and the pattern stays well below seasonal right into early March.
Some of those facts I did not know. That's interesting about the frog. I'm Emily Vukovic. Thanks for joining us on this Monday. It is February the 9th. It is a cold start to the day. It is going to get colder by the end of the week, and I'll talk more about that coming up in your long range. Let's take a look at what some folks did over the weekend. Did you get out? Did you enjoy the winter season? Did you enjoy the snow and the ice like these folks in Ancaster? I don't know if I would ever be brave enough to do something like that, only because I find myself not brave enough to actually deal with winter itself. But to then climb up ice, I don't know. Looks like a lot of fun and it's really beautiful, but I just don't know if I could do it. Minus 12 feeling like minus 19. I think cold air is certainly going to be the trend for the rest of the month of February. We've got a little bit of sunshine today, but watch out for the winds. In the morning hours, they're still going to be gusting potentially up to about 50 kilometers an hour. So that's going to make it feel a lot colder. Blowing and drifting snow, of course, could be a visibility issue from all the fresh snow that we saw yesterday and into last night. Throughout the day tomorrow, a little bit of sunshine, daytime high around minus 5. And then come Wednesday, new system approaches the Great Lakes. This one could drop about 2 to 5 centimeters of snow locally. We are going to be seeing much colder temperatures behind it. We've got an Arctic high coming in, and look at that wind coming straight from the north. Friday into Saturday, we've got another system approaching, a wheat clipper that could also bring us a little bit of snow. We're looking at minus 5 for tomorrow, feeling like minus 8. Wednesday, Thursday, there's a little bit of snow, and then as we get into Friday, it's going to be freezing. Minus 13, feeling like minus 20 with an overnight low of minus 22. And if you thought that was bad, take a look at Sunday. Minus 16, feeling like minus 24 with an overnight low of minus 20. Cold air seems to want to stay. Thanks, Kevin. That's the best advice for anybody that's working outside. Dress in layers and just don't stop what you're doing. The more you work, of course, the warmer you'll be. Throughout the day tomorrow, not a bad day. The winds that we're going to feel this morning, they're going to ease, and we're going to be seeing a little bit of sunshine throughout the day tomorrow. Now, Wednesday is our next best chance to see a little bit of active weather working its way in through the GTA. This one coming through, bringing with it a little bit of Pacific moisture. So we're going to pick up anywhere between kind of 2 to 5 centimeters of snow, so not a ton. Cold air filtering in right behind it with another clipper system. It is going to be very cold this weekend. I know it's Canada, it's winter, it's kind of what we can expect, but not what most of us love. So if you do have outdoor activities planned this weekend, a lot of people say, how do you enjoy winter? Well, you have to get out and you have to embrace it. But if this is the weekend you've decided to do so and you're thinking of maybe doing some outdoor camping, dress for the conditions. We're looking at minus 13 for Friday, feeling like minus 20, the overnight low minus 22. That could potentially be record-breaking for the city of Toronto. And through Hamilton, we're looking at a relatively mild-ish day tomorrow, minus 6, and then minus 3 for Wednesday. By Friday, feeling closer to minus 22, an overnight low of minus 23. The cold air trend continues right into the beginning of next week. How many of those sports would you actually participate in? None? Me neither. Wow. They look like a lot of fun, but I'm just not brave enough. I'm Emily Vukovic. Thanks for joining us here on the Weather Network. Like minus 19 when you factor in the wind. It's going to be a cold start to the day tomorrow, but at least we're going to be seeing some sunshine. Now, the winds have the potential to gust to about 40 to 50 kilometers an hour this morning, so there is the potential for blowing and drifting snow, poor visibility on some of the roads. Tomorrow, the winds will ease, and then Wednesday is our next best chance of seeing a little bit of active weather. We've got a system approaching, and this one has the potential to drop anywhere from 2 to 5 centimeters. And then look at the winds. They come in straight from the north on Friday into Saturday and Sunday. It is just a series of Arctic highs coming in, a lot of polar air. We're looking at minus 5 for tomorrow. By Friday, minus 13. Feeling like minus 20 with an overnight low of minus 22. And it sticks around right into the beginning of next week. Sunday, it's going to feel like minus 24.
Okay, and you had something you wanted to say?
Back to you, Emily.
There you go. Back.
Oh, hi. Look at that, Kevin. You better be careful. Someone's going to take your job one day. Thanks for joining us on this very cold Monday. It is the 9th of February from the northeast throughout the day today. So that wind chill, it's going to get you if you're not dressed for it this afternoon. We are going to be seeing a relatively clear sky through the overnight tonight. And then tomorrow we're looking at a little bit of sunshine. Wednesday, we've got a system coming in from the Pacific. This one is going to be bringing us a little bit of snow. We're looking at about 2 to 5 centimeters through much of the GTA. And then the cold air starts to filter in. Look at those winds right from the north. New system coming through on Saturday could give us some light snow, but the temperatures are certainly going to be our big story for this coming weekend. By Friday, we're minus 13, feeling like minus 20. This minus 22 for the overnight could actually break some records for the city of Toronto. Saturday's cold, and Sunday it's going to feel like minus 24 when you factor in the wind. Some of those facts I did not know. That's interesting about the frog.